Hi friends, the present module will throw light on the changing status of women in India. Women occupied different status in different periods. Vedic period from 4000 BC to 1000 BC. Women enjoyed almost equal status with men during Vedic period. During this period, women were treated relatively, equitably and with a fair role. No religious rites and rituals could be complete without her presence. Women were allowed to recite Vedic verses and perform yagna. It was said that there were 32 women compilers of Rig Veda who expounded or expanded the Vedic literature. There were no child marriages during this period. Girls were married long after they had reached puberty. They had considerable freedom in the choice of their husbands. Women were free to marry anyone irrespective of caste. Regarding property rights, both the husband and wife were the joint owners of property. Next comes the Smriti period, 800 BC to 200 AD. This was a period of marked deterioration in the status of women. Smriti 200 BC in particular was very harsh towards women and Sudras. During this period, her status was apparently eulogized and she was given a respectable position as a queen of the house. It was ordained that where the women are honored, there the gods are pleased. He only is a perfect man who has wife himself and his offspring. It was also said that only those who have wives can fulfill due obligations in the world. However, in practice, she lived in servitude. Male chauvinism was overwhelming in this period. Sati got its sanction in this period. Polygamy was prevailing in this period. It was said that the wife should ever treat the husband as God, though he be characterless, sensual and devoid of good qualities. There was no higher world for a woman than that of the husband. None should eat the food offered by a woman who disobeys her husband. When he is given to a bad habits or becomes a drunkard or is suffering from physical ailment, then for 3 months she should be deprived of her valuable clothes and jewels and kept away. They were imposed odd rules like women should not sleep at odd hours, nor should she wander with wicked people, etc. The dutiful wife discharging the duties with earnestness was held up as the ideal of womanhood. Birth of a female child was considered as a bad omen and nobody liked or desired the birth of a girl child. With regard to adoption, only boy child could be taken in adoption. Next, Mauryan period, 322 to 224 BC. Megasthenes recorded child marriages during this period, especially in peninsular India. Female infanticide was also in practice during this period. Sati was checked during this period. Next comes the medieval period, 1066 to 1485 AD. The elders of the Hindu society started imposing more vigorous restrictive regulations on Hindu women, ostensibly in the interest of her own preservation of chastity, prestige and honor of the race. A number of legislations were enacted during British period to fight against the evil practices against women. Social reformers began to work to raise the status of women in India. They showed their concern in eradicating sati, encouraged widow remarriage and women education. But those reformers did not even take measures to bring changes in the sex stereotyped roles played by women in families and in society. Various women's organizations, women's movements, and feminist movements took efforts to fight social evils against women and bring equality in family and society. Women in contemporary society. There is a considerable change in the status of women in India. Women have entered into almost in all the fields claiming equal rights with men. Women's literacy rate, health status, women in employment, etc. have improved significantly, but they have not reached the status at par with men in Indian society. I am sure you have got some ideas about the position held by women in different periods in India. I hope you will play a positive role in creating a better place for women in India. Thank you.